Hi guys, Marcus here and welcome to Chinese Entertainment Update June 26, 2019 edition. So as you guys can see, I'm taking advantage of the gorgeous weather and doing this edition outdoors. This park is close to my apartment and it's one of the typical features of residential neighborhoods in my area. You know, like most residential neighborhoods, there's always a park not too far away. It also has trails and people come here for walks, bike rides, and just to enjoy nature. Anyways, that's just a little insight on what's around me on of today's episode. Once upon a time, there was a Spirit Sword Mountain as an upcoming costume drama starring Xu Kai and Sandrine Pinna, and since my last update, they have released these new character posters. The drama tells the story of Wang Lu, a young genius who enters the Spirit Blade sect and embarks on an unconventional journey towards immortal cultivation. So the Spirit Blade sect was established in the year 4233 and is known for producing these, martial arts prodigies. It is hailed as one of the great 5 sects of the 9 continents, which is what I guess forms their universe. And as the 9 continents are in a crisis, a young genius by the name of Wang Lu, played by Xu Kai, joins the Spirit Blade sect and goes under the tutelage of Wang Wu, played by Sandrine Pinna. Together they squabble and they fight, and they make up, and they set out to become the strongest sect in the world. I'm gonna guess that a romance brews between them. I might be wrong, but it seems to always happen in dramas like this. River Flows to You, recently known as Crimea's Sad River, is an upcoming romance drama starring Zheng Shuang and Ma Tianyu, and it is slated to premiere on July 1st. It is an IP drama that tells the story of a pair of good childhood friends who go their separate ways after school but reconnect after they enter the workforce. Zheng Shuang's most recent drama to air was Youth Fight, but most will probably remember her for her charming performance in Love 020 with Yang Yang. From what I have seen from her in her public and also her TV appearances, she seems like a very direct person, one of those who wears her heart on her sleeve. And I think people love her for that, but at the same time also criticize her for that. There was that incident where she kind of lost her cool on the Chinese variety TV show This Is Fighting Robots. Recently, Zheng Shuang appeared on location to film a variety TV show, and she was photographed on the streets without wearing makeup. From these pictures, I actually think the 27-year-old actress looks very youthful and pretty. So did many other fans who left endearing comments online, but of course, it being the internet and netizens being netizens, a portion of the comments were negative. Some of the comments focused on her scrawny figure and her quote-unquote pencil-thin legs. There were comments like she's way too skinny, and more off-handed ones like, is that a skeleton? This kind of reminds me of some other articles that came out further back which featured Mi and Dilraba having these so-called chopstick legs. Basically, the two superstars were photographed on different occasions in these bicycle shorts. It's just a casual look and there was no special occasion, and they were just a bit dressed down. Inadvertently, their legs got the bulk of the attention for how slim and slender they were. The comments came about whether or not it was a good look, and whether it was healthy or not, and so on and so forth. So what do I think of these chopstick legs? Mi and Dilraba and Zheng Shuang and many other Chinese celebs are really thin, and so they have thin legs. And they also have these millions and millions of fans who wish they looked like them. So I'm not just gonna sit here and say that they're all wrong. And in many cases, people are just naturally thin. No matter how much they eat, they just seem to have a hard time putting on weight. I mean, I know these people personally, no matter how many bowls of rice they eat, they just seem to stay slim forever. So I'm not gonna thin shame people, just like I don't fat shame people, because I think it's kind of rude and it's really unfair, if you don't know the person personally and you don't know what's going on in their lives. But personally, I guess I would say that more athletically built legs look better to me, with a bit more muscle around the thigh area. Maybe that's just me, maybe it's a North American thing, it's just the way I felt growing up. Although actually I didn't grow up in North America, I grew up in Malaysia. But above all, I think the most important thing is to be healthy and be yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Don't go starving just to get that thin look. And don't stuff yourself and eat all these unhealthy food just because people say you're too thin. Don't let all the outside negativity influence you too much, You're too thin, you're too fat. It's all just outside noise. Instead, have a good look at yourself in the mirror. Be honest and be critical. Set goals for yourself and try to achieve them. Eat healthy and stay active. That's a motto that I live by, and it's one that I hope to impart to you guys. Anyways, that's today's edition, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got some value from it, do subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time. Cheers!